Well, good evening, students. I welcome you all on the YouTube channel. I hope you are doing well also. I just had a query about some pricing policies or the pricing objectives under your marketing mix. So, we will just proceed with the topic. Under Unit 2, we have discussed earlier that a marketing mix. You know, students, marketing is the mixture of the tools or the piece of the marketing. So we have discussed earlier the promotion and the product. Now we are moving toward the price, that what is the price, what is the price element. So we will start with this, that pricing is the most important tool or the most important P of your marketing mix. So it's a major part of your marketing mix. When we just talk about that, when we are just fixing your pricing, so it's like a translation of your translating into the quantitative terms. Means we are trying to, it's like just like the art by which we are going to translate the product into the quantitative basis. So that is called your rupees or paisa, something like that. So that define the value of the product or the unit of the services that a customer is going to purchase a product by just giving that kind of money to the seller. So we can say that this is the element that generates revenue for the company. So when we are just deciding or fixing the price, there are so many factors that we have to keep in our mind. It is not like it's very but from if you just consider the other factors, it's flexible in nature. We can just change the price in comparison to the changing in the quality of the product, or changing the features of the product, or changing the distribution channel. Means it's quite easy if we will compare these kinds of features with pricing. Means it's not very difficult to change the price, like this has happened in your changing in the product features. It's not an easy task to change the features, to change the quality of the product, to change the technique of the production, but it's quite simple, or it's not very simple, but comparatively it's very easy to change the price. So that's why we can say that it is flexible in nature. So that is the thing that we can cover under your pricing. So now there are some objectives, that why a person or why a manufacturer is just putting some price. So obviously we are not a person who is just running his concern, so they will not donate their product in charity. So they want some earning, they want some return on investment. So obviously they have to fix the objectives for your pricing. So the first objective is to maximize the profit. So objective of pricing is that we have to maximize the profit. So while designing the pricing for the product, so it should be kept in our mind that we have to maximize the profits. When we just by which means when we are just making the policy for the pricing, so it should be like that it will just give some return to the investment. So it will be maximizing the profits of the company. Next one is the objective will be the competitive situation. Competitive situation means that when we are designing, or when we are fixing the objective or fixing the pricing for the product, we should concentrate about the competitor's strategy. We should not fix like that. We should not fix so much high price according to your competitors if I'll compare with the competitors. So whenever there's a competition, we should fix either it should be equal to the competitors or it should be less than the competitor. So that will be the thing that come under this. Next one is the price stability. Price stability is very much necessary, because it's not like that we are just going to keep on changing in the price. So whenever there is a price, so it will just win the confidence of the customer. Means there is a stabilization in the price, and it will also make a goodwill it will just make or increment in the reputation of the company. So there must be a price stability when we are designing the price policy. Next one is like capturing the market. It means that whenever we are just fixing the price, so it means that it should trying to capture the market at large. So when we just if we will just fix remember you might be remember that when we are just approaching to the market, we have considered so many factors, demographic factors, your cultural factors, so many factors are there that we have considered to for capturing the market. Same thing is happened in the pricing. We should make a like you should just make a competitive lower prices by which you trying to capture the market, you can say that, or you just gain more and more customers. Next one is, while designing the pricing policy, it is important that we must consider the ability to pay. That we have to think that how many customers are able to pay that particular price. So when we are trying to capture the market, so we also judge that what is the paying capacity of the customer in that particular segment. So that should also be analyzed while fixing the pricing of the product. Next one is long run welfare of the firm. So the next objective can be like that, long run welfare of the firm. It means that when we are making or designing or fixing your pricing, so we have to consider that it should be a long term welfare for the firm. It means it should give a long term benefit to the company. So that should be keep in your mind. That means we have to consider your market condition as well as the economic situation of the country or the market into your mind while fixing the prices of the company, prices of the product. Next one is that margin of profit for the middleman. You know that when we are just purchasing the product, so the important, or you can say that some responsibilities also lies on the shoulder of your middleman, because they just carry that product in such a way and they will provide such information in such a way, so we will convince with that product and we are trying to purchase that product. So we have to fix the price by just taking the, you can say that, by taking or by keeping in our mind that there is a middleman and we have to give the profit ratio to the middleman also. So it should, like, the profit should be gained to the middleman also. So pricing policy should be like that, that company as well as the middleman, they both get the profit from the price. Next one is that the resource mobilization. Under this objective, the firm fixes the prices of products in such a way that it can accumulate sufficient resource for the expansion. It means that whenever we are having, like when we are just making a price for the product, so it should be like that, that we are able to expand our company, or we can expand our product in very, you can say that in a very nice manner. That if you're just having a good policy for the pricing, so you are able to earn profits, so that profit will be reinvested in the organization and it will be used for the expansion for the company. So that is called the resource mobilization. So these are some objectives that kept in our mind while designing your pricing policy. Now the next topic